Hey guys, in this video we're going to discuss the best smartphones under 20,000 rupees. So let's go. So the first smartphone that I recommend under 20,000 rupees, which is actually a price tag of 5,999, that makes it around 6,000 rupees, is the Redmi 6A. This is a great smartphone for people who do not want to invest too much and just want a basic smartphone that does the everyday stuff. This has recently been updated with an 18:9 display. It has a Helio A22 chipset that is equal to the Snapdragon 450, and it also has 3 gigabytes of RAM on the 32 gigabyte model or 2 gigabytes of RAM on the 16 gigabyte model. It has a 5.45 inch 18:9 HD LCD display, and it also has a 13 megapixel rear facing camera and a 5 megapixel front facing camera, and all this comes at a price of rupees 6,000. My second choice of a smartphone under 20,000 rupees is at a price of 8,000 rupees, and that I would recommend the Samsung Galaxy J7 NXT. This is a great phone because of the display. Everything's great. The camera is great. It comes in two variants, a 16 gigabyte and a 32 gigabyte. It also comes in gold and black colors, and it also comes with dual SIM support. It runs Android 8.1. It has the Exynos 7870 processor, and also has an SD card slot. Prices start around 7,999 rupees and go all the way up to 12,999 rupees. My third recommendation for a smartphone around 11 to 12,000 rupees would be this Redmi 6 Pro. This phone is great. It has a Snapdragon 625 processor with 3 or 4 gigs of RAM, 32 or 64 gigs of storage, and it also has a dual camera setup that is producing great photos. And as a keyword, it is an AI dual camera, as many people say, and it's a great camera. It's a 12 plus 5 megapixel AI dual camera, and it also comes with a 4000 milliamp hour battery, a 5.84 inch full HD display, and also a fingerprint scanner on the back along with AI face unlock. The phone also has a notch design, which is great for some people, and also looks dangerously close to the Redmi Note 5 Pro. Speaking of which, yes, the next one is the Redmi Note 5 Pro. And this one is great. Its price has dropped significantly from when it was launched. When it was launched, it was priced around 15,999 rupees, almost making it 16,000. It had, in the last 2 months, it had come down to 14,000 and now down to 13. So expecting to get better deals on and on. Anyway, the Redmi Note 5 Pro has a great display, great camera, great sensors, great screen. Everything is great about this. And one of the best parts of this phone is the battery. It has amazing battery performance because it has that 4000 milliamp hour battery. It has a Snapdragon 636 processor, 4 or 6 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage as the only option. That's a little bit of a letdown. And it has also a 6-inch 18:9 full HD display. It also has this AI face unlock feature that works pretty well, and there are a lot of AI features. Xiaomi on their website rate this as a 2-day phone, but what you're really going to get out of it is a day and a half, so that's great battery life for a phone. The next pick for my most rated smartphone under 20,000 rupees is the Nokia 6.1 Plus at 15,999, makes it 16,000 rupees. This is a great phone, yeah. That back looks amazing. The Nokia 6.1 Plus comes with a Snapdragon 636 processor, 4 gigs of RAM or 6 gigs of RAM. It has a 5.8 inch 19:9 full HD plus display, and it also has a 3,300 milliamp hour battery, and will also run Android Pie soon because this is an Android 1 device. And as this is using the Snapdragon 636 processor, you should expect this to be really smooth here. And it truly is. It has a 16 megapixel rear facing camera and a 5 megapixel front-facing camera, which both have auto HDR. And guess what? All of this is available for an awesome price of 16,000 rupees. And considering this is a Nokia product, you should expect some nice quality. If you want to step up your selfie game a little bit, this is the best way to do it for a cheap price. This is the Mi A2. The Mi A2 comes with a price tag of 16,999, making it 17,000 rupees, and that is a great buy for this phone. It has a Snapdragon 660 processor, which is a huge upgrade over the others, and also has a 20 megapixel front-facing camera and a 12 plus 12 megapixel rear-facing camera. It has amazing picture quality, and this is the best quality of pictures ever on a smartphone. Under 20,000 rupees. Yeah, I should mention that too. And this is the only phone in this lineup that has Corning's Gorilla Glass 5 display, which is great considering the previous Xiaomi phones had really weak glass displays. The Mi A2 also comes with Android One, which is great for people who like the stock feel of Android and do not want MIUI or any sort of other OS interfering in their way. This is a great buy for those people. It also has a 6GB RAM and 128GB storage option coming soon. It also has a fingerprint scanner on the back of the device and also has an IR blaster on top of the device. Yeah, that's pretty common with other Xiaomi phones. And also has a 3010 mAh battery, which might sound a little weak, but the battery life is actually pretty good on this device. Now, this might seem like a weird one, but I actually think the iPhone SE is a great buy in 2018. It comes with a high price tag for what you get, but it's an iPhone after all, and the cameras are great. Anyone owning an iPhone knows that the cameras are the best on iPhones compared to budget Android phones. This iPhone SE comes with the Apple A9 processor with 2GB of RAM, and also comes in a 32GB or 128GB variant. It has a 4-inch 1136 by 640 pixels resolution and 326 pixels per inch, which might sound a little low, but it looks pretty good though because it's a 4-inch screen. It also has a 1642 mAh battery, which is pretty small, but iOS's battery management is pretty on point. My 8th recommendation for a smartphone under 20,000 rupees would be the Oppo F9. This is a great smartphone for people who want that crispy look on their smartphones. Also has a great camera with great selfie cameras, and it does everything great. It has a 3500 mAh battery, which lasts for about a day, and it also has this OS on top called ColorOS 5. It has a water drop notch design, and it looks pretty awesome. It has a MediaTek P60 processor with the GPU being the Mali G72 MP3. It also has 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of storage, which is also expandable up to 256 gigabytes. And it also runs Android 8.1. It has a 6.3-inch TFT display. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad, but it's pretty off from IPS displays. It has a resolution by 3440 by 1080 pixels, and it also has 6.7 million colors, which I don't think we can really believe them on that. Not sure about that. And also has this capacitive thing, I don't know why they mentioned that. It has a 16 megapixel rear facing camera and a 2 megapixel front facing camera. It also has LED flash with the apertures being whatever they say right here. And it all comes at a price of around 19,000 rupees. The last but not the least recommendation for the smartphone under 20,000 rupees is the Vivo V9 Pro. It comes with a Snapdragon 660 processor, 6 gigs of RAM, and also comes with 16 plus 2 megapixel camera, and also comes with a 19:9 notched Full HD display, which is great. It has a 3260 mAh battery, and rest of the specs are on the screen. You can head over to Amazon if you want to read all of these stuff. That is it for this video, guys. This was a very quick video on the best smartphones under 20,000 rupees. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all later. Bye.